also purchased a classroom. It's the final part of the jigsaw really for Wilmots and Callows. This classroom is primarily for the kids when there's rainy days and things like this. I mean, what spurred this was when we first started doing the kids' days, I dropped in to see how things were going on, and it was a windy day. The guys were there underneath a gazebo, and there was paper flying everywhere, and there was parents huddling under there trying to get out the wind and the rain, and it's just a club our size. We can't be doing that, so we've got to do it properly. So we managed to get a bit of funding through the Get Fishing funding via the AT, Angling Trust that is, and then we put the rest of the money in. So we spent a bit of time getting that sited, and we'll also use that as a meeting room for ourselves, our committee meetings and things like that. So yeah, it's the final part of the jigsaw really, and now, you know, the complex is for want of a better word, finished. Right, CFAS. CFAS are essentially the DEFRA version of the aquatic world. The Roach project is registered as a fish farm, and twice a year we have to have an inspection. We've got one coming up next week, which Jim's going to sit in on because I'm actually away. I'm going to have a couple of days off. So Jim's going to sit in on his first one. That's basically just to check the general health of our fish farm. It's KHV time. So essentially they're coming down, they'll monitor the water, they'll have a look at it, check all of our paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork involved in running a fish farm. They'll check that we haven't got any symptoms of KHV, our paperwork's in place, and hopefully we'll get a rubber stamp say that we're all good. We've been running now for about 4 years and we've never had a black mark against their name. So if we do, it'll be Jim's fault. We've also been doing a bit of work on the pathways on Engerfield Lagoon and a little bit on Farn and Flint, sorry. We've been trying to do it for about 6 weeks, but damn weather, every time we've got the machines and what have you in place, then it's decided to rain and it just turns into a mess. So, you know, with the weather being as it has been for the last couple of weeks, everything's fairly dry, so it gives us a good opportunity to get that done. So we'll have that done in a couple of days or so. So hopefully then we won't be getting the complaints of people getting their white trainers dirty when they go fishing.
I noticed while you were away, I didn't just notice, I was here, we had Thames Valley Police down and the Angling Trust to have a tuition day to get the police officers to understand some of the issues facing angling clubs, wildlife crime, poaching, illegal netting and the rest of it. The EA came along. That was a pretty successful day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and all credit to the guys. And you know, before I go any further, you know, a massive thanks has to go to Jim. I've heard lots of things said about how well Jim run it. A massive thanks has to go to the wider team, which was Eddie Hampton
and Andy, of course.
Andy Dodd. Yeah, everyone knows Andy Dodd. He's famous now, you know. He's actually someone got him on a huge video.
And Mick Carradine did some coaching for us as well.
Mick came along, and you know, just everyone that was involved with it. You know, it was a fantastic day, and it's the first time we've done something like that, and it fills me with an enormous sense of well-being, if you like, that we have got the facilities and we can do that. 22nd of October, which was a Friday. We'd had a lot of rain the week previous, and the bank collapsed just to the left-hand side of the fish ladder at Calcutta Mill, and caused a hell of a problem. The main river's dropped probably 3 to 4 feet, which in turn drops the head at Arrowhead, which feeds the Holy Brook. And the Holy Brook, as we all know, is a fantastic resource for juvenile fish and a decent fishery in its own right, to be fair.
So Del, you're talking now about expanding our Kennet fish rearing capacity.
Yeah. I mean, as anyone that follows what we do, they'll be well aware of the roach project that we've been doing, which is proving to be reasonably successful. Still very early days, I might add, but it's proving to be really successful. And what we're going to be doing, we've got this opportunity now that the Wiley stuff's been put to bed, well, not put to bed, put to one side, where we can bring forward our plan to build a purpose-made, all singing, all dancing, commercial spec fish rearing facility. I think, I certainly don't know of another club that have done this, you know. Now, what we're going to be doing is it's going to be primarily river fish, so it's going to be your barbel, your chub, maybe dace, certainly roach. Roach will be included with it, but we're just going to sort of broaden our horizons a little bit, and we're going to start ramping up our stocking process. With the river, we've been doing it for 5 years now, and we're starting to see a little bit of a return for our efforts.